Patience. What God's patience means to me.
I think that a lot of God's patience has to do with how much we truly trust God. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 say, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not into thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths."
God's patience to me really seems to be parallel to his mercy in a lot of ways. And I'm reminded of this just over and over every day, just struck by how God gives me more and more opportunities when I sin against him. And yet over and over, God keeps bringing me back to himself, and his patience is just remarkable. And this is illustrated in my life, even in some of my personal relationships. I hurt somebody, or I do something to offend someone, and when there really could be and should be a broken relationship there, there's a love that goes beyond my wrongdoings and allows me more and more chances at developing that relationship. And that's how God is on a much bigger scale, a much greater scale. He is constantly allowing me, after my sin against him, to come back and have a restored relationship with him. And he says if we confess our sins, he's faithful and just to forgive us and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. And that word cleanse is so satisfying, because when you confess your sin, God does cleanse you. He restores that relationship, and that restored relationship is only possible because of his patience.
So if we're not truly trusting God with our whole heart, or with all that we have, then we're not going to be able to trust in his timing for things, or have his patience in certain areas of our lives. One instance in my life, I was playing sports in high school, and it was my junior year for basketball, and was really excited for this year. It was the first time I was going to actually start for our team, and in the first game of the season, I actually tore my meniscus in my knee. I didn't really understand why God would allow this to happen, or why he had the certain timing for it, but through that injury, God showed me that I can trust him and that I can have his patience in my life. And that's what God's patience means to me.